don't pay it, you put a lien against them and sue them. I'm serious. Just like they do to you, and start coursing them every time they mess with you. And make arbitrary bills just like they do. Because their rights as a private corporation do not supersede the rights of the people. And under color of law, they're denying you due process. Therefore, those tickets are still not prosecutable. And for them to proceed on them is a deliberate tort on their part. Under color of law, Title 18, United States law. So Title 18, you'll know, but I'm just saying Title 18, when you go to the law library, look up Title 18. They'll try to trick you with Title 42 because they deal with a lot of culpable things under Title 42, but that comes on the 14th Amendment person. So be careful how you deal with that. You understand what I'm saying? So when you go to court for a ticket, understand that they're suing you and command due process. And they start saying, well, brother, you know, what you was doing, you see you parked this too close to the wall right there, you know, and so we gave you a ticket for that way. So, oh, I don't have any indictment papers. Who's the injured party? Well, you can't go. Yes, I don't waive any of my rights. Due process. Look around. And they say, what are you looking for? I'm looking for a jury of my own national peers. Does anybody here got nationality cards? Because if anybody got no nationality cards, they don't have no authority to execute the United States law. See how simple that is? But you need to say it. But you need to know it to say it. But I'm saying, but you need to say it. But Moors know it and don't say it. And say, oh, I want to copy the transcripts. Well, traffic court don't have transcripts. Oh, so you're denying due process. Oh, y'all really trying to hurt me here. I mean, do you see how? What I'm saying to you, I'm revealing concepts. If you understand concepts, you understand the law. It's really simple. You must understand what birthright is. What I'm talking is birthright. Governments are in place to preserve your birthrights, not to abridge them. They don't give them. They preserve them. And when they don't, they're criminals. That's why they ask you to, you know, cheese sandwiches on Thursdays. It's not right. Do you understand? I said, no, not really. Can you explain that? Well, you know, the statute says that this, that, and so, oh. Which section of the Constitution is that in? Would you take your oath on something else that I don't know about? Because I don't see that part in the Constitution. Because all other rights revert back to the people. And I reserve mine, and I'm just coming up with stuff that I ain't never heard of this stuff. You get the point? Then he gets pissed. See, but you got to know what you're doing. Simply know the Constitution. That's why Drew Ali say enforce the Constitution, because that's how they're bridging you. By getting you on subject matters that have nothing to do with where they have any jurisdictional authority whatsoever. Islam. No, they do know. You don't know. What is it that our people don't know? The truth about their nationality and their birthrights. Therefore, they don't recognize the relationship of due process of law. Islam, brother.
Islam. Have the traders changed anything on our nationality card to make it null and void? Like at the bottom it says, I am a citizen of the U.S.A.
Unity, salvation, Allah. Okay. Yes, you are. Okay. But you must know what you're reading. Islam. Don't assume things. Islam. Mm-hmm. That's what USA is on that nationality card. Unity, salvation, Allah. Now, can Negroes, blacks, coloreds, or whites be citizens of any nation? Is there any white nation on the planet? Any black nation on the planet? Any colored nation on the planet? Colordinia, Negro Oceania. doesn't exist. So see, the deal is, when you recognize what you have on your nationality card, what you must remember that from a law position, in order for someone to have a legitimate and movable issue with you at law, they must present themselves too. Did you demand it?
In other words, just like the brother say, yours for mine.
See, so what we start doing, well, you're not supposed to do this because no. Who are you? I'm really confused. For the record, I know you look Irish. Are you Irish? No, I'm American. Oh, Argentinian. No, I'm from here. Oh, Mexico. You see, they want to play with you, you play with them. But do it intelligently. In other words, make them identify the jurisdiction that they're claiming authority in before you allow them to proceed with you in any matter. If you do allow them to proceed without identifying the political jurisdiction to which they are lawfully attached and have delegation of authority order to operate in, then you've just waived your rights. All right, we clear on that? So from your protocols of liberty, when you're dealing with these aliens, you forget those processes in principle, and guess what they're getting ready to do? And they will go to the Poconos this summer. And they always do it. And we keep feeding it. It's Islam and him and then you, brother. Islam.
Yeah. Now, see, like, even when we're dealing with these organized criminals, you've been before the courts, I've been before the courts, dealing with them on different issues. It's like some of the newer people that may be going through the process, just going to court, seeing the sheriff with the guns, other people getting locked up, took out the courts. It's very intimidating for people.
It's intimidating. I'll tell you this. How many of our people have died in wars?
Thousands, hundreds of thousands.
How many people are in war now, fighting to keep this European in power?
Millions of them. A whole bunch of them.
Now, show me the Asiatic from any other part of the world that lynched us.
Say it again.
Show me in evidence, enter into evidence in our conversation, the Asiatic from any of the countries that these Asiatics been going to that's lynched us or stood before the school to block our children from school or blew up some churches or mosques or some synagogues
I don't know none of them.
or hung us or dragged us down the street or tried to beat us to
I
China.
don't know none of them.
Now, so if a person does not have the courage to stand up for the Constitution, which is the supreme law of the land, to which these people took an oath and are bound, and you're not willing to stand up for it, then you don't deserve to be free. Because that's a supreme coward.
No, that's right. You're right. But
no, and so what I'm saying to you,
exactly, I'm agreeing with you. I understand.
It needs to be said to them. This is the key. The key is that people who know, who have this information, need to present these arguments publicly so that people can take these things into consideration and consider their affairs. Because reflection is the business of man.
That's right.
It is their responsibility. And if you have this knowledge and don't give that to them to reflect upon, they get caught in their emotionalisms and are subject to the Christian black codes, which is what the problem is. Right. Is that have not been presented with a logical argument. Drew Ali brought the logical argument. But it's for those who know law.
Yeah, but see, one of the things I got is, I went through there. I'll fight him today. I don't, I teach, I show it, try to explain the stuff to people, but then it's always the same thing. When you run up against them and you see the guns and all that, it's like it's a deterrent.
What do you do? This is what you do. In an intelligent tone, if you know the truth about your nationality and birthrights, when you go before the tribunal, you say what? For the record. And you put it on the record. You don't sit and try to say, well, you know what's right and you've got to. Don't go there. You make all processes that they process you in under color. You make it de jure, no matter what they do. Meaning that they can say anything they want to say. You declare your nationality. They can say anything. The declaration of your nationality is not just saying, I am Moorish American. The declaration of your nationality is the enforcement of this Constitution in all aspects relative to the preservation of inalienable rights which are written into that Republican form of government. Violate it, they violate you, you've just waived. You don't violate it, no matter what they do.